You know what's strange? Sometimes, the hardest English sentence isn't a difficult one. It's the simplest one. A sentence you've said 100 times. A sentence you understand perfectly. A sentence you could say easily alone in your room. But then someone looks at you and waits. And suddenly, even something simple like, "How was your weekend?" feels difficult. Not because you don't understand it, but because now you have to answer. And in that moment, it's gone. Not forever. Not completely. Just gone for that moment, like the word was there a second ago, and now you can't reach it anymore. And the strange part is, you know the English is still in there. You were thinking in English 5 minutes ago. You understood everything they said. But now, with someone waiting, your brain feels empty. That feeling, when the English disappears the moment you need it. That's what this video is about. Let's start with something most people don't realize. The English didn't disappear. It's still there. Every word you've ever learned, every sentence you've ever practiced, still there. But access disappeared. There's a difference between having something and being able to reach it. Think about a word you know perfectly. Schedule. Colleague. I'd like to. Alone, you can say it without thinking. But put someone in front of you. Someone who is waiting. Someone whose eyes are on you. And suddenly, that word feels very far away. Like it moved. Like it's behind a door you can't quite open. That's not forgetting. That's something else. Here's what actually happens in that moment. The second you feel pressure, something shifts. You're not speaking anymore. You're searching. Searching for the word. Checking if it's right. Trying to pull it out faster. Forcing it. And the moment you start searching, you stop being present. Now you're no longer in the conversation. You're watching yourself try to survive it. And the stranger it feels, the quieter you become. And somehow, the more aware you become of the silence, the harder the word becomes to reach. You know this feeling. You've been mid-sentence, and suddenly, you can't find the next word. And instead of speaking, you're now inside your own head. Listening to yourself think. Judging every option. Rejecting everything that doesn't sound perfect. And the conversation keeps moving, and you keep falling behind. Until you say something small. Something safe. Something that wasn't what you meant at all. There's a reason this happens. And it's not because your English is weak. Think about where you learned English. Alone. With a book. With headphones. With a screen. In a quiet room. With no one watching. With no one waiting. In that room, your English works perfectly. You can pause. You can think. You can try again. There's no pressure, so there's no disappearance. But real conversation is nothing like that room. Real conversation has a person, a face, eyes that are waiting, a silence that needs to be filled. And your brain, which learned English in silence, suddenly has to perform in pressure. It was never trained for that. Not because you did something wrong, because no one trained it that way. So you wait. You tell yourself, next time I'll be more prepared. Next time I'll know more vocabulary. Next time I'll be less nervous. And next time comes. And the same thing happens. Because the problem was never preparation. Because pressure changes everything. Even simple words stop feeling simple. And the only way to teach your brain to work under pressure is to be under pressure. Not in your room. Not with a podcast. Not with perfect conditions. With someone actually waiting, even if it's uncomfortable, even if the word disappears again, even if you say the wrong thing, that discomfort, that exact feeling of reaching and not finding, that's not failure. That's training. And there's one more thing. The English doesn't disappear forever. You've noticed this. 5 minutes after the conversation ends, the words come back. The sentence you couldn't find, suddenly it's obvious. I should have said that. That's exactly what I meant. Why couldn't I say that? Because the pressure is gone. And with the pressure gone, access returns. This means one thing. The English was always there. It was never gone. You just couldn't reach it in that moment. The problem is not that you forgot the English, it's that the moment pressure appears, access disappears. But access can be trained. Maybe next time the word disappears again. Maybe there's still silence. But maybe, this time, you don't run from it. And that's where speaking starts changing. Tell me in the comments, what's the simplest English sentence you still freeze on? I read every comment, and I'll see you in the next video.